Over the last couple of days, I've been quite busy here on the server. Now, I've literally just destroyed this area here to move the animals. Oh, that's a bit close. That's a bit close. But I've been a little bit busy over the last couple of days, moving some stuff around and also building. So, first of all, I am going to start moving these over here. But before I do that, I want to quickly show you what's happened. My nether portal here, that's been moved inside the base to make it a little bit more easier. Also, I've now come up with a floor design that I kind of like. It's okay. It could be better, but hey, it will do for now. But this will allow me to expand this out going that way. I then have also increased the wooded type of area around here. This is just a dark oak wood going literally just over to the ocean or the beach just here. But this just adds that little bit of depth into the base and everything else. It means that I also get a lot more dark oak. It means I'm also replanting the environment as well. I've also added some moss growth down here, just expanding out just around the base, just adding a little bit extra texture and everything else. And I've also started adding all the vines, the leaves, and also all the base, everything else. So now the base is starting to look a little bit more, well, like a base, which is what I wanted. But the next thing we need to do is head over this way and start mining out this whole area. But while I'm doing this area, I'm going to cut to a bit of a time lapse where I start doing all the terraforming and all the base stuff with all the trees down behind us. So let's cut to that little video. And it's now time that we move all of these animals, release them out from this little pen type area that has been, they've been cooped up in this little small area for too long. It's time to give them some new pasture and new area. Now, before I do this, there is one thing I need to let you know. Down in the bottom right hand corner down here, there is no voice mod anymore. We removed it. Yeah, there's been a couple of things happening on the server that, being as a server administrator, and there's some members who, of course, are not just young age, but there's also everyone else. And it just means that it takes ages to work out what's happening. And when people aren't always honest in regards to the shopping district, it kind of comes to the point where you're like, what can I do? So the situation now is the fact that I basically have had to move over to paper, which means that, yeah, it also might mean that this server is a little bit less laggy, which is a big massive thing. But also it means that we can now use a little bit more plugins as well, such as Core Protective, just detect anything that's going a little bit fishy along with the server. And as well as that, we can tell exactly what's happening whenever it's happening. Anyway, what I need to do now is grab some wheat and move all these sheep and cows beyond that single grey line, so we get them all over that side. And then we just need to remove all this type of thing around here. And then, hey presto, we are ready to go. Our sheep and cow pen has now been built and is all ready to go. Now, what we need to do is leave these guys to it. They're going to be in this little pen for a while until I've made an automatic cow pen / sheep place that we do all the wool stuff. But I'm going to leave this guys here. You guys are going to stay there. I'm going to breed you guys up. But for now, what we're going to start working on is a bit of the ceiling to this place. Now, if I was to go through here, I've placed in a couple of scaffolding blocks around the place just so that I can get easily to the top. But this isn't going to be the only level. This is not just for me to just protect myself from there, but this is also so that way I can start building the next level up. Now, I want to leave it a gap in between, so there's at least one block between, and then we go to the next half slabs for the floor, so that way we've got a little bit of play in the flooring. That way we're not interacting with two different types of flooring in this place. But we do need to make this go up to another level. So I've been prepared. I've placed down this shulker box with tons of different options. Let's have a look. These are all the dark oak stuff that I've managed to grab. If I need any more, well, I'm sure I'm going to be able to find some. couple of hours hours later, and the second layer, I'm missing a glass. Missing glass pane, but the second layer is now being placed onto the build, which is not looking too bad. I've also finally got rid of the sand pit that was round here, and also just started to terraform, bring this back slightly because that's not really needed. He can stay at this type of level, which is all okay, I believe. But if we head towards that new layer, let's go and have a look. I've also added a staircase into this whole thing. Now, when we go up these stairs, you'll notice that there's a split layer. This will allow me to do, for example, some redstone, or if I want to add some redstone lights to the bottom floor, I can do it, or I can just have some pipe work for farms, because I'm planning to put farms in this build, but I don't want them to be overpowered, as in you can see all the pipe work and everything else. So to stop that from happening, that's the reason why there's this section down here, which is just enough for me to walk around, but that's it. And this is what it's looking like so far. I've now fully placed in the very top level, which is not looking too bad, and I actually really want to get an episode out today, so I'm going to end off today's episode here. If you have enjoyed it, then please do click that like button, click that follow button, click that subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube, and I will see you guys next time for a brand new video here on the Wolven Galaxy SMP server. Till then, bye bye.